and this is BBC One. National Lottery jet sets in 40 minutes. It's a busy one tonight.
Three couples, all playing for big money.
And now, you know you want her. It's your host, Ruby Wax.
Hello and welcome to The Waiting Game. You know, we've done a few shows now, and what's really strange is a lot of the contestants tell me that they're into tarot reading, which is odd. You know, it's like an epidemic suddenly. I mean, people who cannot, balance on two legs and move their lips at the same time suddenly can tell you the future. Have we got any soothsayers in the audience tonight? Anyone? Oh, we have a warlock. And you, sir, are a spy. What are you?
I'm a spy.
Are you two together?
Yes, we are.
Are you? What an unlikely pair. Isn't it? Would you think they were together? Because she's really underdressed. You're going to a barbecue, aren't you? And then back to the trailer park. What do you do? No, it's very casual. What do you do for a living?
I teach costume design.
Oh! Are you having a day off? Very much to learn. I like the little plaid with the bead, and it's very complicated. I mean, I don't think you need, chicken entrails or pendulums to read about people. I think you can just, look at them and figure it out. Kind of, give me your handbag. I'll tell you about you. Go on. No, don't you think? You just look at what somebody's got. All right, let me just see. I've never done this before. I'm going to just see if I can pick up things. You play bridge. How am I doing? Am I cooking? I guess. Wait a minute, I'm on a roll. All right, just a moment. Let's see, what else? You're an instant saver. And you don't know where you're sleeping tonight. Thank you very much for partaking in this hideous experiment. Thank you. All right, could you now pick it up? Now let me guess what's going to happen next. I'm going to meet my contestants. Roll the film. What's the worst thing about him?
He thinks he is it, and he thinks he's brilliant, and he thinks he's, the bee's
Really
knees.
smart?
Yes.
Do you think because he was spoiled as a child?
I wasn't spoiled as a child.
Well,
Because you lost a game of Monopoly, you chased her with a knife.
Well, she was sharing out sweet Smarties.
Smarties.
because I
even
won
worse.
this time.
Yeah.
Eh? One for you, one for me. Fine, I can understand that concept. When it comes to the last one, you split it in half. You don't eat it.
How do you split a Smartie?
exactly.
bite it.
And it was my Smartie bought with my pocket money. You should be grateful I shared them with you in the first place.
It's not the point.
The point is, you brought out a knife and chased the woman up the stairs. She had to lock herself in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Now, give me where that's justified because she didn't cut the Smartie in half.
There's 6.5 years between us, yeah?
Yeah.
She was the older one. She should think he's the smaller one. We give it to him.
needs a Smartie.
No, I shared my Smarties that, it was
Let's
my
work
pocket
with
money.
this.
It's my right.
It's not
You should be
the point.
grateful that I
No, the
gave
point
you
is you brought the knife out. That's the weird thing. It's a brother and sister thing,
Yeah.
but not a normal brother and
It
sister.
is a normal brother.
I'm telling you, it's not. You've had surgery on many parts of you.
I have.
Can I guess which parts? Those are new.
Those are 4 years old.
They're 4 years. Well, should we sing a little birthday song to
We
them?
could do. They were quite beautiful, looked a bit like yours, and I knew I had to do something. And
You've had 2 nose jobs.
this is my third nose.
So what was the first nose? Is this like a last season nose? And
The
then
first nose was fine. It was an improvement, but it was still a little bit hooky.
hooky.
So I said, lift it a bit more, please. And this is the second nose.
Still, the word hooky comes in.
Hooky. It's
Still a little hooky. Why didn't they just give you the ones, the ski slope where you're actually face to face with your own nostrils? You know those ones. Those
didn't want
girls.
that one.
You didn't want that?
No.
And you have different taste in men here, the two
Yeah,
of you.
drastically different. She likes the boy band type of men.
And you like
Short, glasses, bald, sumo wrestlers.
sumo wrestlers?
Yeah, they're cute.
How does this friendship work? Do you ever get to talk?
Occasionally, yes.
Right.
Stop it.
Tesla. Well, she lets me in now.
During
and
the
again, maybe.
inhalation.
She only wants me to verify what you said, don't you?
Yeah. She wants to be me,
No, thanks.
but her husband won't let her.
So you two met at work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you just see her and go, wow?
It was.
Or what? Or like, were you
Of
just
course
going
I
through
did.
all the new women?
Of course I did.
Is it important in advertising that they're attractive and blonde?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Because I can't tell blondes
It's a bimbo,
apart. You all
you
look
see.
interchangeable.
Exactly.
But your thing with him is that you don't think he's tall enough.
No.
But he's like 6 feet tall. Do you need a boyfriend with planning permission or something? What's wrong with him?
Well, because my dad's 6'5" and I'm used to.
Nothing wrrong with short people.
No, there's nothing wrong with short people.
Somebody's got to be down there.
No, I
Don't we
just-
have a function on Earth? You know how you don't like somebody right away? George is fluent by stepping on small people.
Yeah.
What if you win money tonight? Does he become more attractive?
I walk.
What can I say? I'm sorry. This is all they gave me. You know, I can't choose them. Really, they just point a pin at a phone book, and that's who they come up with. Anybody know the rules for this game? Want to explain them? Ever see this show? Ever see me? The idea is, I love this part, where you have to wait, because it's the waiting game, as long as you can before hitting your buzzer. And when you do, the longer you wait, the more points you get. Then, are you interested? You look fascinated. Because you're looking over there. I'll just focus myself to you. Right? Then when the person hits the buzzer, they don't answer it themselves, but the person behind them answers it. What did I just say?
The buzzer, the person behind.
Yes, you got that right. Now let the games begin. Tor, you want to get married to this guy, right?
Yeah.
You want to settle down and have kids, and,
Yep.
and your ambition, Ed, is to travel in space.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Okay. Where do you think this is going to work out?
Probably nowhere.
No, nowhere. Because you got a head start. You do look like Buzz Lightyear. You do. Marriage hasn't been discussed.
We know what we're going to do at the wedding. It's just a matter of him asking me.
Maybe you could propose now, because that would really get the rings. Just do it for me, please. My children need braces. We encourage him. Just at the start, if we all go, yeah! Would you?
Not tonight, I'm afraid.
Maybe if you win a little money, you know how we can corrupt. And these two lovely ladies, Angie and Marion, I'm going to champion you tonight, madam. You're going to rise up and take over
Yes,
her.
I'll get my own back room.
Use your mouth. Come on. The two of you went to Weight Watchers and made a hideous mistake.
Yeah, well, we'd followed the diet religiously
Yeah.
to the letter. And after the week, we were weighed, and I put £8 on, and I found
How
it-
much?
£8.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, this can't be right.
Can't be right.
And the lady said, well, what's the problem? I said, well, I think it was all the eggs. And she said, well, what eggs? I said, but the 45 eggs. She says, no, she meant 4 to 5 eggs. We'd been having 6 a day. We'd had them scrambled,
That's what happened.
Girl, it can happen. Do we think we're going to get into the finals tonight with, that set of brains? We hope so too. And the lovely brother and sister act here. You think that you've learned your values by playing Monopoly? That it's taught you a lot of
It's taught
things
me a hell of a lot.
What has
really.
it taught you then?
It's taught me how to respect money. It's taught me how to think about property.
It's not real money, Mo.
Eh?
It's not real money.
That's what everyone says, but at the end of the day, that's what you've got to start somewhere.
Don't be a battleship when you can be a top hat. Those are the rules. Which one of you is frightened of spiders?
She is.
Both of us.
She is.
He is as well. He is too. He is.
Do you guys know each other?
Yeah. He is frightened of spiders.
Come out, Mo. Nobody's listening. Come on. If you're frightened
Look,
of spiders,
I
I'm
admit,
not frightened of
I'm as
spiders.
frightened of spiders. He won't admit it, but he is.
what is it about them? Because considering that you run after her with an axe, I would say the spiders are a very tiny thing.
It was a knife. It wasn't an axe.
All right. All right. Now take your places as we play the game show hosted by me. You know what it's called, The Waiting Game. All right, there's only 8 questions in this round, and the couple who get the least points will disappear in a puff of humiliation. First question. In the Harry Potter novels, who is Harry's ginger-haired best friend? Oh, that was good. Do you think she looks excited? I think her nose has fallen off.
She can always build a new one,
She
Ruby.
could always build a new one. All right, why do you think she knows this?
She's got children, so...
Does she read books?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
she
don't think she has time in between all
in her
everything
busy
else.
life, between those sumos. All All right, I'm going to ask you, this is for 5 points. Angie, in the Harry Potter novels, who is Harry's ginger-haired best friend?
Malfoy or someone?
What would you have said?
Ron Weasley.
You would have said that? Too bad you don't have the mouth in this relationship. You would have been right. It's Ron Weasley. So you've given away 5 points to the 2 other teams. All right, next question. Which British inventor was responsible for the C5 electric vehicle? Why would Sharper know this?
Why would she?
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine she was old enough to remember.
That's a backhanded compliment. All right, so this is for 3 points. Sharper, I'm going to ask you, which British inventor was responsible for the C5 electric vehicle? The answer is?
Sinclair?
That's correct. The scores are Marion and Angie at 0, Tor and Ed 5, and Mo and Sharper 8. Next question. Who played Miss Vanessa Kensington in the first Austin Powers movie? Yes? Hi. Why did you think Ed would know this?
Because he's seen it.
Because he's seen
Yes.
it. That would be helpful. And he has a good memory? He's not just blonde.
I hope so.
Yes. All right, Ed, you're looking perky. Who played Miss Vanessa Kensington in the first Austin Powers film? The answer is for 3 points.
Elizabeth Hurley.
You think he's right?
Yeah.
He is right. Do you like Austin Powers?
Didn't think they were great films.
Do you like Liz Hurley? Yeah. But it says here Simon Le Bon is your big hero, which is a sad thing. Why would that be? What has he got?
Yasmin.
He's got Yasmin. All right, that's enough. No, you have so much in common, except you've been on television in the last 15 years. Next question. In September 1996, which jockey made racing history by riding 7 winners in a day at Ascot? Very good. Okay, Marion? Why would Angie know this?
She likes sport.
She likes sport.
She likes
Or she likes
men and
sportsmen.
horses. She likes men on horses.
All right.
That sounded horrible. I didn't mean it to.
No,
so-
I know there's a lot of anger in the relationship, and so I think it's good we work it out. So this is for 8 points, so you'd all be tied. Unless you're wrong, then you give away 8. In September 1996, which jockey made racing history by riding 7 winners in a day at Ascot? The answer is?
Frankie Dettori.
You think she's right?
I think so.
He's a little man, but you're right. Do you find Frankie attractive?
He's rich, so that's
He's
all right.
rich. You're just after the cash, aren't you? You're kind of auctioning yourself off on this show, aren't you?
Highest bidder.
Everything must go, and many things have gone. So we're halfway through, and the scores are Angie and Marion 8, Tor and Ed 8, Mo and Sharper 8. Next question. Kelly Jones is the lead singer with which Welsh band? Yeah? You pretty confident there? Okay, why'd you buzz so fast? Why'd you buzz
Because I
then?
thought someone else was going to
You
buzz.
thought somebody else was going to buzz. And why would Ed know this?
Because it's music.
Okay, and he's into that. He's a music fan, but he likes Duran Duran. That's really strange.
I know. Contradiction in tones.
Very contradictory. All right, so this is for 5 points. Kelly Jones is the lead singer with which Welsh band?
Stereophonics.
Do you think he's right? Yes, you're right. There are so many fascinating things about you, Ed. You see, you look like a kind of a cool guy, but you make model airplanes in your spare time.
Closet nerd.
Take us through that one, would you?
Tor bought me a rocket
Oh,
boost.
Tor bought it. Did he
bought
not
me
ask for it?
I knew he wanted it.
He wanted it.
Yeah, it
a
was for his
model
birthday.
airplane.
It was it's a rocket-boosted radio-controlled glider,
Yeah.
which
And did it take off?
it took off.
Yeah.
It was airborne for about 3 seconds. I'd never flown anything radio-controlled before.
Oh, yeah. And then it crashed.
Took a bit of a dip.
Sort of a metaphor for your life. How long did it take to build it?
About a year.
A year. You may win on the pity ticket. There's only 3 more questions left in this round, and then one of the couples has to leave the game. But this time, If you buzz and you get it wrong, you have to give away 15 points to your opponents. So those with a really flagging score can be perked up at this point with a little game show Viagra. Next question. In the American Security Organization, what do the letters FBI stand for? Did you think they were going to buzz? Or are you just a little hot to trot tonight? Just a little crazy now. Because you're losing a little bit.
Well, yeah.
So you think Sharper knows this?
Well, I hope so. She watches enough telly.
Compliments, compliments. You can't stop. Where is the little woman tonight, the wife?
Home looking after my boy.
Oh, right, okay. Where she should be.
That's right.
Tied to the furniture, or you let her scamper free?
No, she has the freedom within the house.
She has the freedom within the house. It allows her to go from the kitchen to the dining area at least twice a day. All right, I'm going to ask you, Sharper. This is for 3 points. If you get this wrong, you give away 15 points to the other two teams. In the American Security Organization, what do the letters FBI stand for?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Do you think she's right?
Yeah.
She is right. Are you proud of her now? See, all the telly watching, it paid off.
Yeah.
She didn't learn that from Monopoly. Very little to be learned from Monopoly as far as I'm concerned, but still. The scores are Marion and Angie 8, Tor and Ed 13, Mo and Sharper 11. So if the ladies want to stay in the game, you have to get some points. These are the last two questions. In Coronation Street, who plays Ken Barlow? No one watches Coronation Street in this clan?
I do.
You do. Why didn't you buzz in for her?
Because she watches the American soaps.
You wouldn't have known? No, she wouldn't have known, so you were right. The Northerners, would you have known? You don't watch it?
I watch it, but I'm not
Would
that
you have
sad
known?
to remember the real names.
She doesn't know the name. Ken Barlow's only been in there for 40 years. The answer was William Roach. Ring any bells?
Yeah.
You knew.
I knew.
You knew. You're the type of person at school I would have just... All right, this is the last question, and the scores are Angie and Marion 8, Tor and Ed 13, and Mo and Sharper 11. And unless our ladies from the north get points, they're going out of the game. Last question. What number carat value is given to pure gold? And she would know this because?
She loves her gold.
She loves her gold. All right, if you get this right, you go to the next round, one step closer to 30,000 pounds. If you get it wrong, you're out of the game. All right, so Sharper, no pressure. What number carat value is given to pure gold?
24 carat.
You think she's right?
Yeah.
You're right. Girls, what happened? Who are you blaming?
It's her fault.
Yeah, it's her fault. Why didn't you buzz more? Think she's not smart?
We were waiting for more points.
Strategy, but bad strategy.
Wrong strategy.
Yeah, all right. No, I know you were planning on spending the money on a facelift.
Eventually, yeah.
So now you can get Marion to stand behind you and hold in your ears. She's got to do something. I'm sorry you have to go, but I don't want you to blame each other. Okay, because really, neither of you were very good. And now you must return to your dressing room and put on your I Screwed Up the First Round t-shirts.
Right.
So off you go. All right, obviously you're now in the back. How do you feel about that, Tor?
Okay.
Are you smarter than him? Please,
No,
God.
he's a lot smarter than me.
So you're actually weakening now, this team. And what about you? Do you think Mo is smarter than you?
No way.
No way. And if you won this money, I heard you would go for a Porsche, you would hit a Ferrari.
No, he's having the Ferrari. I would like a Porsche. I mean, obviously I'm not
You know,
gonna
by looking at you, you'd never guess these things. There's a secret life here, seriously. You'd
I mean,
like the Porsche.
Obviously, I can't afford a brand new one with my half, but a second-hand one I'd love to take to the German Autobahn so I can put my foot down and not worry about, police cars
And maybe
behind
he
me.
could be under it. Okay, who's going to play for the 30,000 pounds? Mo and Sharper or the Blondes. It's time to find out who's going to be sucked into the sewers of game show history as we play the waiting game. Okay, there's only 6 questions in this round, and whoever gets the most points gets to play for 30 big ones. First question. In slang, a pony is equal to how much money? Oh, she's excited. You confident?
She's a good East End girl.
Is she? Okay. But you waited for 12 points, so you know if she gets this wrong, she gives it away. All right, so this is for you, Tor, for 12 points. In slang, a pony is equal to how much money?
£50.
You think she's right?
I thought it was 20.
Did you? You were both wrong. It's 25 pounds. You angry that you buzzed in for that one? Yeah?
It's all right, we'll get over it.
Will you? Oh, what a guy. All right, next question. According to the nursery rhyme, what type of creature was Incy Wincy? And why would Mo know this?
I don't know.
No, okay, all right, don't even go there. According to the nursery rhyme, this is for 3 points. What type of creature was Incy Wincy?
Could it be a spider?
Your favorite, you're right.
Eh?
Yeah. See, it helped you. The very thing that frightened you, you now
Only
embrace.
because she's afraid of them.
She's
So
what?
are you.
It's only because she's afraid of them.
Wait, who's more afraid of them? Come on, work through it.
Look, I am more afraid of them, but he's just as afraid as I am.
Right. Just as long as she's got the lesson. I want to work with you guys. So this is Mo and Sharper have 15 and the Blondes have 0. All right, next question. In UK geography, which is the largest of the Channel Islands? Do you think she knows?
I hope she knows.
right.
We're going to be a bit stuffed.
If you get it right, it puts you back in the game. If you get it wrong, you go way behind. All right. In UK geography, which is the largest of the Channel Islands? This is for 12 points, Tor.
Guernsey.
You think she's right?
I think it's Jersey.
You're right. You're wrong. It's Jersey.
That's my
In one
choice.
You've just given away 12 points. You're turning red. You want to say something?
No, it's fine.
It's fine? See how guys are? It's fine. But there's rage boiling. Even your hair is getting a little more pointy. Okay, let me give you the scores. Sharper and Mo have 27, and who would have thought the Blondes have 0? But still, anybody could win. There's only 3 questions left until one couple play for £30,000. But this time, if you get the answer wrong, you give away 15 points to the other couple. Next question. In 2001, which former EastEnders actress starred in the West End musical My Fair Lady? She just beat you to it, Ed. How do you feel about that?
We'll see if he gets it right first.
Okay, Guy. Let's see if they are right. Because you understand, if they are right, you're out of the game. Do you regret that you might have been a little slow on that buzzer?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's find out. In 2001, which former EastEnders actress starred in the West End musical My Fair Lady?
Marty McCutcheon.
You think he's right?
I hope so.
You're through to the final round. I'm sorry, the Blondes. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I think you can be blonde and have an IQ of, I don't know, 2 or 3. I'm really sorry.
Between us.
Why don't you make up to her now and propose? Why don't you?
No,
just
you
a
didn't
li-
get me in the money round,
I have
Ruby.
a proposal. I can't help you. Do you think he should propose? Yeah, I think he should. Just a little bit.
Maybe next year.
That's on tape. You can use it in court, so we'll get back to you. All right. Listen, I'm sorry to lose you, the Blondes. You did make the set look nice. Sharper and Mo, this is your chance to do what Bill Gates does make 30,000 pounds in 1 minute. So join me to play the final round in The Waiting Game. Did you ever think, Mo, when you were kicking your sister around the house, that you'd end up here playing for 30,000 pounds?
Never.
Let me ask you something. You know, this round is about trusting each other. I mean, do you trust that she could answer some questions?
I'm hoping she'll answer all of them.
Would you split the money down the middle now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
What do you mean,
yes.
oh, yeah? I didn't like that upward inflection. Oh, yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So you trust him completely?
With the things that he knows, yes. Which
What
isn't
does he
much.
know?
Which isn't a lot.
What does he know, though?
A little bit of television and a little bit of music, and that's about it, really.
That's about it, uh-huh. So why is he so arrogant?
Because he bluffs, he makes out that he knows everything and he doesn't know anything.
You think she's making all this up?
Eh? No, she's telling the truth.
Oh, right, so you are the kind of jerk that she's painting. You are. Just come out of the closet. We'll be happy. What are her special subjects then, Mo?
Everything else.
What is she good at?
Science, literature, geography.
Right, so it's science, literature, geography, and your television. Okay, we'll stop there. Okay. You know, this round is different, so stop smiling because it's for money. In this round, the longer you wait, the more money you get. Okay, but this time, you have 1 minute to get 6 questions right. If you don't answer 6 questions, you go home with nothing. But if you're really good at waiting, you could go home with the whole 30,000 pounds. This time, if you buzz, you have to answer the question yourself. And let me give you a tip. If you don't know the answer, just push the buzzer and say pass so you don't eat into your time. There's no conferring, so say goodbye. First question. In the TV show Changing Rooms, what is the surname of Handy Andy? Do you know?
Sorry, pass.
You're passing? Would you have passed?
Yes, of course.
You would have passed?
I would have passed.
You have no idea?
No.
That's your specialist subject, though, Mo.
He's
She watches
useless at
it all the time.
DIY, though.
What?
He's useless at DIY.
Right, so it's a very specific area he's good at, right. We'll just hope we hone in on that specific area. The answer was cane. So you didn't eat into much time. All right, next question. Which Premiership football club plays its home games at Elland Road?
Pass.
Are you passing?
Yeah.
Would you have known?
Liverpool?
It was Leeds United. All right, you still haven't eaten into a lot of time. And you're right to pass quickly, if you don't know. All right, next question. In geography, the Ural Mountains form the eastern boundary of which continent?
Pass.
You're passing? All right, it's Europe. You have 56 seconds to go, and no money. Next question. In the human body, which gland produces insulin? Oh, that was good counting. How long do you think she waited?
How long?
Yeah.
7 seconds?
No. 10.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
Was that 10 seconds, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's for 5,000 pounds.
I just hope she
I
knows
think
the
you better
answer.
get on your knees to your sister. In the human body, which gland produces insulin? What?
Pituitary gland.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. The answer is the pancreas. Oh no, I'm sorry. All right. You still have no money, and you still have to answer 6 questions, and you have 46 seconds to do that in. Next question. Name the album of big band songs released by Robbie Williams in 2001. Are you
Pass.
You're passing? Would you have passed?
Yeah.
Yes, you would have passed. The answer is Swing When You're Winning. Next question. Name Scooby-Doo's nephew in the children's cartoon series. Did you think you waited 10 seconds?
I hope so.
Would you have waited longer?
Another second.
Another second? You'd have got 5,000 pounds then,
If I'd waited.
if you'd waited. She only got 3.
I know the answer.
I know, but she buzzed. Name Scooby-Doo's nephew in the children's cartoon series. The answer is for 3,000 pounds.
Scrappy-Doo.
Do you think she's right?
Yeah.
She's right. All right, so you've got 3,000 pounds. But you'll only take that home if you answer 5 more questions, and you have 35 seconds to do that in. Next question. The Hindu god Ganesh has the body of a man and the head of which animal? Do you think you counted to 10?
I think I count to 8.
It's a good job you can't count because you just got 5,000 pounds, if you get this right. The Hindu god Ganesh has the body of a man and the head of which animal?
An elephant?
You think he's right?
Yeah.
You're right. Now you're off to a start, all right? So now you have 8,000 pounds, but you'll only take that home if you answer 4 more questions, and you have 26 seconds to do that in. Next question. In horse riding, which pace comes between trot and gallop? Would you have waited?
Just 1 more second.
That might have got you 5,000 pounds.
Right, okay.
Do you trust him to get it right?
I hope so. He wouldn't have buzzed otherwise.
But he buzzed too quickly. This is for 3,000 pounds. All right, Mo, I'm going to ask you, in horse riding, which pace comes between trot and gallop?
Canter.
You think he's right?
Yeah.
Is that what you would have said?
Yeah.
You're right. All of a sudden, miracle of miracles, you have 11,000 pounds. But you only get that if you answer 3 more questions correctly. And you have 18 seconds to do that in. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous? Okay, not so cocky.
I'm always cocky.
Okay, we hope to drive that out of you. Next question. In music, how are DJ Spoonie, Timmy Magic, and Mikey B collectively known?
Pass.
Pass.
You wouldn't have known? Well, you do have something in common. It's the Dream Team. All right, so you still have 11,000 pounds, but I still need 3 more questions answered correctly. You have 17 seconds to do that in. Next question. Who wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Pass.
You're passing.
I think it's Tolkien, but I don't know the rest of it, so but pass.
I would have accepted Tolkien. All right, so you have 11,000 pounds, but you'll only get that if you answer 3 more questions correctly, and you have 17 seconds to do that in. So make sure you don't run out of time, otherwise you don't get the 11,000. Next question. Friends star Courtney Cox married which actor in 1999? You don't know? Do you want to guess?
If it's real life, I don't know the answer.
David Arquette.
No.
Never heard of him. All right, you still have 11,000 pounds, but I need 3 more questions answered. You have 15 seconds to do that in. Next question. The monument Stonehenge is in which English county? Do you know what tactic she's using now? No. Do you know, or was that a slow pass?
I think it's Wiltshire.
Do you think she's right?
I think so.
Yes, you're right. You have 12,500 pounds, but you still have to answer 2 questions, and you have 9 seconds to do that in. You can't wait too long, but you're doing really well. Next question. In music, the 3 tenors are Pavarotti, Domingo, and which other singer? No? Do you know?
No.
No. Have you gone blank?
I think so.
I think you have. You're right to pass quickly. The answer is Carreras. So you still have 12,500 pounds. I need 2 questions answered, and now you have 8 seconds to do that in. Next question. In classified adverts, what does ONO stand for?
Or near offer. Yeah, or near offer.
Yes, you're right, for 50 pounds. So, Mo, do you feel better?
That's been 5 minutes.
All right, so now you have 12,550 pounds. But I'll only give you that if you answer one more question, and you have 7 seconds to do that in. So this could be the last question. The Moorish Alhambra Palace overlooks which Spanish city?
Pass.
Would you pass?
Madrid?
No, you were right to pass. It's Granada. You still have 12,550. I need one more question answered. You have 7 seconds to do that in. So this again could be the last question. Wilmington-on-Sea was the fictional setting for which classic sitcom?
Pass.
Pass.
You passing too. All right,
Pass.
Dad's Army. All right, 12,550 pounds, but only if you go for one more question answered, and you have 6 seconds to do that in. This could be your last question. Jim Morrison was the lead singer with which famous rock band?
Pass. Sorry, I don't know.
Did you know that?
No.
The answer is The Doors. Does that ring a bell?
I've heard of them.
That's the name of the film.
All right, you have 12,550 pounds. I need one more question. Answered correctly, you have 6 seconds to do it in. So this again could be the last question. Who is the patron saint of Wales? Are you answering?
Yes.
This is for 100 pounds. And if you get this right, you'll take home 12,650 pounds. If you get it wrong, you have 4 more seconds to give me one more correct answer. I'm going to repeat the question. Who is the patron saint of Wales?
St. David.
You think she's right?
I hope so.
She is right. Yeah. You have 4 seconds left. I think she did really well. Jojo, she did very well.
I left this part.
I think she did better than you did.
I left this part to her. I knew she'd.
Oh, stop it now. She did this for you. I think she should get most of the money. And so another game show comes to an end. Tonight, we've met a woman who puts cheese in her handbag and a man who has monopoly rage. These people are very rare, so don't have nightmares. Sleep well.
Saturday night on BBC One, Live Like the Jet Set next with the National Lottery. Then at 10:20, Jeff Bridges and Tony Bennett join Parkinson. What more do you need?